Happy Tuesday. We are at the beginning of a new year, moving our way through the book of Joshua. I was reading last week some things about culture, and this particular author said that America has been on a vacation from reality for some time, and suggesting that now, we're waking up and we have a number of problems, and they're cascading, and things are going to get worse. Okay, maybe they will, maybe they won't. I don't know. I'm not making any projections on that front. But I do want to say this. If 2022 is harder than 2021, but not as hard as 2023, in other words, if things do unravel and we have more challenges than we have right now, there's opportunity there. And we see this growing out of the book of Joshua. So I'm going to read out of Joshua chapter 7, verses 1 to 5. So this is what happens after the successful battle of Jericho. They were really scared. Remember, they scared to cross the Jordan River. They get across. God provides. Then they're really scared to attack Jericho. God supernaturally delivers Jericho. Okay, now they got a different problem. And we read about this in Joshua chapter 7. But the Israelites were unfaithful in regard to the devoted things. Achan, son of Carmi, the son of Zimri, the son of Zerah, of the tribe of Judah, took some of them, so the Lord's anger burned against Israel. Now Joshua sent men from Jericho to Ai, which is near Beth Aven, to the east of Bethel, and told them, "Go up and spy out the region." So the men went and spied out Ai. When they returned to Joshua, they said, "Not all the army will have to go up against Ai. Send 2,000 or 3,000 men to take it, and do not weary the whole army, for only a few people live there." So about 3,000 went up, but they were routed by the men of Ai, who killed about 36 of them. They chased the Israelites from the city gate as far as the stone quarries and struck them down on the slopes. At this, the hearts of the people melted in fear and became like water. So the gist of this whole thing is that they had won Jericho and grown complacent, arrogant. And so rather than being humble and depending upon the Lord, they fell back into self-management, and it didn't work. And now, because they've had a failure, they're particularly scared. And I just want to make an observation. We'll make another one tomorrow, but I just want to make this observation as a pastor. When things go well for somebody, like when somebody has they sell a business and, put a lot of money in the bank, or they get a big promotion, or other things are going uniquely well, I sort of write their name down, because success, however you are going to define that, success is a spiritually difficult thing to survive. Far easier to do spiritually well in the face of failure and disappointment and embarrassment than it often is to do well when you think, oh yeah, you know what? I really am good. Like, people are starting to notice. And of course I've made a lot of money. And of course I've done this. And of course this has happened, because I'm a pretty impressive person. Okay, that is the beginning of all kinds of problems, because that pride and that arrogance is going to lead us in a very bad direction. Now, to be clear, success doesn't always lead in that direction. Some people think that they're successful because they have cut a deal with God. And because they are religious, or believing in God, or going to church, or doing something, they think they have this deal. God doesn't make these deals, but they think they have this deal with God. They're sort of set up for a later fall. But that's a different thing. By the way, the idea that if I do well, things will go well, there's some spiritual wisdom there, but really, ultimately, we call that karma. That's not Christianity. That, Jesus didn't get that deal, Job didn't get that deal, Peter and Paul didn't get that deal. Not the deal that we tend to get. I'm more concerned about success leading to complacency and arrogance. Poverty is easier to survive spiritually than is wealth. We just grow a little bit complacent. And so we have to be particularly vigilant and humble before God to not have the kind of situations that we see facing the people of Israel as they don't pause to ponder what's going on and rush ahead to take Ai, because we can do it on our own strength, and that doesn't work so well. So may arrogance and overconfidence not be something you wrestle with in 2022. Have a good day.